this is Sasha, and welcome to another weekly weigh-in. I'm so excited. I just want to jump in and go. So last week I weighed in at 193 pounds, and I mentioned that my cycle has started, and it started that Friday. And so through the weekend, I just overate, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie and be like, oh, I overate, whether it was healthy or not the best, keto friendly, low carb. I overindulged and my water weight jumped up and it was a hot mess. I kept seeing 196 and it drove me nuts. But instead of focusing on the negatives, I switched up a lot. I had my tacos meal prepped, my taco salad, and I mentioned that in the last video, and that video will be linked right here. So if you want to check it out in the iCards above, and the whole playlist is in the description box, go ahead and do that. I also had my nephew over the weekend, and that was pretty fun. That video will be coming out this Sunday. But if you ever want to check out my weekly setups, family vlogs, I'll have my family vlogs listed above right now. And then I will also have my weekly setups listed right here. So go ahead and check those out. I really enjoy them. I love looking back and seeing how far we've come and we've changed. So back to the weight loss journey in itself. The cravings when you're trying to get back on track just do not cease to end. And I know, because it's not my first rodeo, that the cravings, you'll definitely have them the first week, but you could deal with them the first month. It just varies. And my body is still confused, it's still mad at me. It's still saying, Sasha, you should have stayed on track, and now you reap what you sow. But the blessing is I have been dedicated, I have been strong, and I have been working out. So let's jump in to what I've been doing for my workouts. So I've been walking upwards of 2, and today was even 5 miles on the treadmill. I just feel like walking at an incline or at a fast speed or even a light jog, which I'm kind of still being clear of, are all things that could really help in total health. It's just a good way. There's so many benefits to walking that I try to make sure that I'm incorporating it every day and still hitting my fitness amount of steps, which is over 10,000. And I'm trying to bump that up to 15,000 consistently every single day. Even though we're social distancing and we're staying at home, we can still be active. The other thing that I kind of paid attention to this, realized, and I was like, duh, why didn't you ever think of it? Was I've ran over 500 miles in my old shoes. So I don't know if I have any footage of my old shoes. I'll try to find a picture and insert it here, but they are ASICs, and I love the brand of shoes. There's nothing wrong with them. But you're supposed to change your shoes every 200 miles, and I know I was way over 200 miles. So I went ahead and ordered me a brand new pair of running shoes. They are ASICS brands. I got them off eBay. If they're still active, which they should, I just got them this week, I will link those shoes in the link below. I'm not getting paid for this. I paid it out of my own money, but I really enjoyed the shoes. I broke them in. They already have 7 miles underneath their belt, so that's pretty nice. But I realized that not having shoes be up to date could have been the reason for my hip to start hurting, because I do need to switch out tennis shoes. That's important when you are on a physical fitness journey, for you to switch out your shoes and make sure that they have the proper support and aren't too worn down. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on that. They felt pretty nice. Of course, breaking in new shoes is always interesting, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'll make sure that I insert a picture of my new tennis shoes right here. I love the color of them. It's just fun, and since it's getting warmer outside, not really here in Indiana, we just had snow, but in theory, it's getting warmer, so I'm looking at different things to add to my apparel. Speaking of apparel, I do want to order some compression shorts. I've been doing a lot more HIIT workouts and outdoor activities, and I have a lot of capris, which I've had before, and I have pants and of course things like that, and I have tons of shirts, but I would like to get some more compression shorts so that I can run and do my exercises outside. And I am still a bigger girl, so the chub rub can be real, and I do like that fit so that I know nothing's going down and I'm not burning and having discomfort. So those are some goals on my list this week. But let's get back into what I weighed in. So I forgot to take a picture. So let me just tell you that I weighed in at 191 pounds. And at first I was really discouraged because I've been working so hard, but I'm still experiencing some water retention and some after flow effects. So that time of the month is over, but sometimes PMS symptoms last longer. And I do have an IUD, if I've never mentioned it. So I do have a form of birth control that is hormonal, and that does come with some effect. So I definitely believe next week that I will be in the 180s. I'm hoping for like a huge water weight drop, but even though that's not happening, I have been doing some awesome workouts. So not only have I been walking on the treadmill or running or doing light jogging on average 4 miles a day, I've been incorporating HIIT workouts. So I'm actually going to show you guys some of my HIIT routine now. I really felt like I could see a little bit of my definition coming back because I've really been working on lower body technique and form. And when I record myself, it allows me to see where my technique really needs to improve, and it gives me accountability. And I also took my measurements this week, and I'm a little nervous to share with you guys my measurements, but this is what this is here for. This is accountability for me. This is for people who are watching it now or in the future to be encouraged that it's a long process. I started this journey September 2018, and I am still a work in progress. So I'm going to share with you my measurements, and stay tuned for a special body shot this week. I went all out and showed you guys an underwear and bra shot so that you could see where my body is at and how it looks, even though I am 191 pounds, that I have to start looking at my goal in multiple layers. So not just the number on the scale. I need to look at my inches. I need to look at the definition of my body, and I want to be doing all this in this series on this channel. So let me tell you guys my measurements, and then we'll end with the body shot. All right, so I had to go grab my trusty journal, which I've talked about multiple times, but I did my measurements. Let's see. At the beginning of this week. So I kind of wanted to be accurate for last week, so I took them. And again, I have my measurements from when I first started, but I'll go over that in a different video because I don't like for these to be too long. But my thighs are 27 1/4, so they are the same amount of inches. So that's why I said the chest rub is real. My waist is 41 inches, and I'm excited because I just ordered another Sweet Sweat band, you guys. I love the Sweet Sweat. I try to use it to help work on my post-baby, muffin top, fupa, all the rest of that stuff. So I really like it, and mine kind of tore because the gaining and the losing and all the rest of that stuff and being too tight. So I got a new one in the proper size, so I'm really excited about that. My hip measurements are 45 inches. So I definitely am, I would say, more of an hourglass shape overall, but I feel like I have a nice shape to me, especially with clothes on. I don't look bad with clothes off, which you'll see in the body shot, but I mean just overall, when I look at my shape, those are things that help me in identifying goals, because I mentioned before, I would love to be 155 or 160 pounds, but that doesn't mean my body is meant to be like that. I might be more comfortable at 180 or 170. I do not know. And so what I'm trying to do is make sure that I'm putting all the effort and all the emphasis that I need to on toning and weight loss in conjunction. So burning fat, building muscle, and trying to necessarily lean and not bulk, but that's a whole separate thing. And so these measurements were important for me to be accountable, just so I know, like, if I do it again May 20th, which is my goal, I can look at my measurements and see if has anything decreased. Has my waist gone down? Has my hips? I did measure my arms. So I do have brachial plexus. So this arm was at a 12, and I believe this one is at a 14. I forgot to write the measurement down, but I believe it was 14. So like there's some difference in there, and I'm sure you've seen, if not, pay attention when I do the body shot, that my right arm is shorter than my left arm. So it's because I have brachial plexus. So I wanted to be clear. So when you're looking at the fitness portions and things like that, I do have to make modifications because I've had a physical disability my whole entire life. So anyway, I'm not down. I'm like, I have so much energy, and I am so encouraged because my goal was to be true, to be honest, to eat healthy, to track all of my macros, which I did. My fat was always between 75 and 78%. My carbs were always 5% or below this week, and the rest of it was a combination of protein. I did make some changes with my eating, just to make sure I'm definitely getting 100 grams of protein and at least 150 grams of fat. The carbs, I don't really care if I hit 20. I even allowed it for myself to have 25 because I was struggling. I don't care about the carbs. As long as it stays low, 25 or below, I'm happy. But that protein and fat is a must-have. So if you're watching this and maybe you're just interested to see how I'm doing, am I failing, am I successful, the biggest thing about keto is making sure you hit your protein and hit your fat so you can stay satiated, meaning you're full. And I know a lot of times when I'm making these videos that I don't put emphasis on nutrition, but any lifestyle change is primarily nutrition and everything else follows. So if I'm not eating right, it's going to show. If I'm eating right and I'm working out, it's also going to show, but you have to be consistent. Sometimes you have little roadblocks, you have plateaus, but a real plateau is 6 weeks, you guys. Like, you know, I'm a math teacher, you know, I'm all about statistics and studies. A real plateau is not seeing any change for 6 weeks. And so I definitely have never plateaued for 6 weeks. But I'm excited to see where I'm going to be in 6 weeks, because in 6 weeks will be around my birthday. I'll be about to turn 32, and I would love to walk into 32 being healthy, feeling even better than I did last year. I'm just super excited. So I don't want to keep rambling. I know y'all are probably like, this girl is all over the place, but if you've never watched my video, then you know I try to embody this energy. I try. And you know, I've mentioned before that I've been stressing because all the changes that have been going on with what's going on in society, but I can't control that. It's not in my control. What I can control is myself, taking care of my body, taking care of what I'm putting in my body, and making sure that I'm being accountable. I'm being accountable by showing this to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy my body shot, and I hope you guys are blessed, prosperous, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.